Welcome to the BAM and Beyond podcast. This is the podcast where you learn more about BAM, the team, and everything happening with British Asian media and beyond. If you're new to BAM, we are a digital media company dedicated to bringing together the British Asian community and bridging the gap with the rest of the world. My name is Gio.
And I'm Simon. And today we'll be introducing two of our new additions to the team.
Hi, I'm Christy. I'm a graphic design student going into third year, and I'm going to be helping out BAM with branding, strategy, social media, as well as merch design. So yeah, nice to meet you all.
Hello, I'm Phoebe. I'm a media student at Nottingham University, and I'll be doing the social media, the branding, and the marketing.
Ooh. Oh, right, so I got really excited there.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome. How are you guys feeling so far?
So far, it's been it's been really exciting, being involved in these past couple projects, and I'm excited to see what's going to come next.
Yeah, it's been really cool seeing what BAM has done for the community, and Asian August has been awesome to just seeing what you guys have done. So I'm really excited to take part in more things in the future.
And I'm going to instantly plug our Instagram, because if you check it out, you're going to see an amazing 9-grid layout that Christy did, which we all loved.
It's pretty awesome.
It is awesome.
It deserves one of these.
We're going to clap.
Yeah. It's
awesome.
on point. It's on point.
And you were stressing over it. Well,
Oh my God. Yeah, I was. Because a couple of nights before it was due, I was trying to get the grid right, and the lines weren't lining up, and I was stressing out. I was like, why isn't it working like it should be? But I finally got it to work, and it looks quite good in the end, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
It looks quite good. It looks amazing.
Yeah,
humble.
You are doing yourself justice.
Yes. Hype.
Oh my God.
So yeah, if you guys need any graphics assistance, and if Christy has space to do it, holla.
Hit me up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the perfect segue, because this episode we're going to be talking a lot about social media. And I guess the power of it and the influence that it does bring. Wait, I don't know what I'm saying.
Social media has a lot of power, and it can be used for good or for evil.
Ooh.
That's true. And I think for us as well, with the content that we want to put out, it's so, social media is so important for creators, for influencers, and because it's kind of if we're making content, if we don't have the right sort of marketing, social media behind it, then who's gonna see it? No one's gonna watch our amazing work.
Exactly.
And we don't want that to happen, because we want representation. We want to build up this community. And yeah, I think that's why I'm so excited to have you guys on the team now, because we're gonna so much stuff happening. So before we proceed with the episode, we want to have a quick recap of August. So we launched our Discord at the start of the month. So we had a launch weekend then, had a bunch of games played, and we also had a karaoke event, and we had the events throughout the month too. So if you aren't part of our Discord yet, you should definitely join. Otherwise you're missing out, and we don't want you to miss out. And in fact, to end Asian August, we had an amazing karaoke night, which has been titled by Ray, I believe, as Bamioki.
Bamioki.
We're going to trademark that. TM.
It's a nice ring to it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was not expecting that many people to turn up. I think there were so many people, we had to ask everyone to turn their cams off so that we could occupy more people to join. And it was insane. The talent was insane.
The talent was amazing, through the roof. Listening to these people's vocals, I was so shook. I could not imagine having that amount of talent.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm actually shocked that we just launched at the beginning of August. And I think we have like nearly 200 members now on Discord, which
Over.
is, we have over? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Because I checked like the other day, like recently.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah, literally on the day we hit 200.
That's what I'm saying.
To end
200
August.
members to end August. A beautiful community. And we get messages from people saying that they feel like they're at home when they're on Discord with us. And it's lovely. It's really lovely. I just want to hug everyone on Discord right now. But yeah, Discord right now is crazy. It's amazing.
Yeah. We've even had like some watch parties as well. So we released a new short film, which is a collection by one of our friends, Patrick, hailing from California. And this is a series of short films that he shot in Japan. And we've had the privilege to share it on our channel. And we also had the watch party also on the Discord. So I was going to plug that in because you guys should definitely join. And if you have any questions regarding Discord, feel free to hit any of us up to get that lowdown of how it works. And yeah, and besides that, the podcast's been going strong. I've had a few things happen that you guys will just have to watch. I'm not going to talk about it. You just have to watch. And
don't worry, Simon, we won't abuse you on this one. We'll take care of you.
But if you would like to see that certain exclusive content, you can support us on Coffee and buy some bubble tea. But yeah, we've also had new merch come out too. So exciting. And we'll be having more merch as well, like getting Christy to look at what we can do.
Coming soon, guys.
Coming soon.
But yeah, I'm super excited for what next year will be like, considering a lot can change in a year or two. So yeah.
Anyway, social media, the power of social media, the beauty of social media. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I love social media to the extent that I wouldn't have as many friends as I currently do if it wasn't for like just sort of reaching out and just hollering at people. I think that's the beautiful thing about it, because it can bring people together as much as it can cause divisions. But yeah, it's just, for me, it's always the case of finding the right balance of how much time I spend. Like I try not to check my screen time because we don't need to know that. Ignorance is bliss in this scenario. Actually, okay, wait, I'll expose myself. I think the most I've had, especially during lockdown, was like probably 13, 14 hours maybe. On my phone, not on social media, straight.
Oh.
Okay. I think that's kind of understandable for lockdown. Still a bit excessive, but more understandable.
Yeah.
For Simon, actually, that's pretty good.
But I'll go ahead and expose myself. I think on one day I had 8 hours just purely on Instagram. So that's pretty bad.
What were you doing?
Really?
I think I just scroll.
Oh, damn. You were hypnotized.
I'm an addict.
Wow. That's what scares me, is how much time do we actually spend on social media?
Do you have like those limits of like screen time limits or no?
I try and check my phone at least a few times a day on social media, but I try not to start my day off with like Instagram or I see Simon side-eyeing. He's like, that's the first thing I do.
First thing in the morning.
I try not to. But it's really hard because obviously the notifications on your phone, you're like, oh, someone's liked this and someone has shared like a video with me and I want to see what it is. And it's usually, for me, either like a video of a baby or puppies. I know. Or like an Office, like the Office US kind of reference. So it's hard not to resist it. But yeah, I didn't spend that much time on social media. I try not to, at least.
Yeah, I mean, because there's so much content that it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that the creators of social media made it to be as addicting as crack. So, like, and it's just, there's like a lot of things behind it, like they made all the icons like really colorful, right? And that's so that it's like reminiscent of when you're in a casino, like, and you see all these colors. They're meant to draw you in. They get you involved. You know, the three like spinny
Slots.
thing, and you get them all lined up. It's kind of like that. And so
Oh my god!
it'll feed you with some, what's it called, endorphins, like, to make you feel happy. So then you keep going back to it. Yeah,
I think there's been research into that, right? Like, especially when it comes to like when you get likes and stuff, like your serotonin goes up or something like that.
Serotonin goes up. Yeah.
Wow.
So
yeah,
imagine we're living in a generation where a lot of our happiness depends. Well, I'm just speaking generally, but your happiness like depends on these social media apps. It's pretty unhealthy.
Like that Black Mirror episode. Have you guys seen it?
I watched Black
It's
Mirror.
called Nosedive?
Yes.
Yes.
If that doesn't comment on our lives, then I don't know what does.
I saw a really funny meme, now that you put it up, where someone's like, the creators of Black Mirror they're so smart because they made season 6 like in real life. Living
they made us experience it instead of watch it.
Yeah. I was like,
I'm about to sue someone then.
No, I can't watch Black Mirror. I can't. That's
it's so good.
No, I know it's good, but
you need to get into that satire, man.
No. Christy, have you watched it? Christy, have you watched it? Black Mirror?
No, I'm a bit scared.
Same. Thank you.
I mean, like, I know it's like a really good show, but I feel like I will start to question everything that's around me.
This is why I'm like this, by the way. Black Mirror.
I will start to get paranoid, to be honest.
But I think sometimes that's the intention of the show. The show wants to make you question things that are around you, like whether it's politics or technology or like society and the way you interact. It tries to make you question that.
See, I feel for me, that's how I felt after I watched The Matrix. Like, I had a stint where I was like, no, this is all a simulation. Like, there's nothing. It's glitching.
You know what? We're just Sims, and God is playing Sims, and he's just making a mess of our lives.
No.
Yeah, shout out to Sims.
I love that game growing up.
I love that. I still play it.
Actually, do you ever have that like moments where you're doing something or like you're gonna do something, but then you kind of stop and you've like forgotten what you're doing?
Yes.
100%.
It's kind of like that in Sims where you clear the tasks and you're just like, they're just standing
It's
there.
like I'm going upstairs to grab something, and then halfway upstairs I get distracted, and then I forget what I was going to get. And I come back down, and then I remember, and like, what's wrong with me? Like, maybe I am a Sim.
Maybe you are a Sim, Christy.
Maybe we're all Sims.
Ooh.
This is all a simulation.
Within a simulation.
Sure. Okay, this is getting very deep for me.
It's like that Rick and Morty episode, you know, when Rick's in that simulation. Within a simulation. Within another simulation. That's what life is. That's what 2020 is, at least.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, cycling back to social media, one thought I had before we went on this tangent was like the challenges that sort of artists and creators have on social media. Again, like, because it's like algorithms and trying to cater to it and stuff. And I guess you also have like those influencers as well whose livelihood depends on those kind of metrics that they get of how many likes and engagement and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I do think of like my job as like, I mean, when it comes to BAMS, it's like we are in the social media game, like because a lot of our content's going on there. But yeah,
I think the best thing that you can do on social media to attract the right attention, I guess, or avoiding going into like metrics and analytics and numbers. It's to just be yourself and be as authentic as you can be. And then you just attract the right people. And I feel like we've done that so far with BAM on social media, on in Discord, where we've been really personal with people. And it's like, they don't only follow the BAM account, they also follow us and our own like personal accounts too. And we get to know each other like one-to-one. So it's that authenticity that I really love when it comes to like meeting someone who, like when you meet someone in person, they're kind of like their social media account, if that makes sense. And I'm like, I trust that person because they're actually presenting themselves online as who they are. And I respect that. Rather than meeting someone and they're just completely different to like their social media account or like their dating profile or other things.
Is there some tea here that needs to be spilt?
I don't know if I'm allowed to go into that subtopic
Maybe
of social media.
For another episode.
Maybe
or another
should.
podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like a dating podcast.
Oof.
Ooh.
I feel like I'd watch that or listen to that.
I feel like me and the girls would have a good discussion about dating.
Yeah. I feel like us girls have a lot of things to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, I mean, speaking of like dating, like a lot of people sort of talk about how much social media has sort of changed, I guess, the scope of how relationships are these days as well. Like, again, we talk about how much we put on social media. And when you think of, especially when it comes to relationships, it's like, yeah, a lot of people who try and show off. I don't know. Actually, maybe that sounds like a harsh judgment on my end.
Showing off, like when couples post photos of themselves on Instagram.
But like
is that what you're talking about?
excessively, you know?
I know.
Like oversharing. I don't know. Maybe that's my perspective.
Like, okay, rub it into my face that I'm single, why don't you?
I wasn't going to say that, but you said that. So just, yeah.
It's just, some of these couples, like, I get it, you're together 24/7 and you're doing all this lovey-dovey stuff. But okay, like, I've seen it once or twice on my feed now. You can stop already.
If Jem was here, this would be a different conversation.
I'd be like, oh no.
No, yeah. I mean, would you say it's... Go on, Gio.
I think it's really cute when like people post coupley photos. I mean, like maybe like anniversary photos. I think that's as much as I can tolerate. Or like, the odd, we're going on holiday. We're on holiday. Those photos, those are cute. But it's, what's the best for me is like when someone posts a photo of them and they reveal that they're in a relationship and they go, we've been together for like a year and they've been undercover. They prioritize their relationship. I'm like, that is, to do that like in our generation on social media, that's amazing. You kept that private, you kept that secret. That is really cool. I like that.
I feel like a lot of people, once they get something, they want to boast about it. Like they want to unbox it in front of people or like show it off. So like some people, when they get into a relationship, it's all like, oh my God, like look at my partner, all of this stuff. And you just kind of sometimes, and it depends on each different person and each couple, but you need to slow it down and like just take it slow and, progress together offline.
I respect that. I really respect that.
Yeah.
Christy, what are your thoughts on dating on social media?
I completely understand like showing off like occasionally, but I think once you do it excessively, there might be something that they're trying to hide. Like obviously they're not going to show it in front of everyone, but because obviously social media, it's kind of a facade. Like obviously everything that they put out there is not what it's like in real life. So
that is so true.
Yeah, to people that might be looking up to people that have supposedly like amazing lives, just know that that's only like one picture out of their day or even their week.
Yeah, should we talk more about that, about social media being a facade?
That totally reminds me of this one guy who would just post pictures of his girlfriend.
Just her?
Yeah, so it literally his account was just pictures. Yeah, on his page, it was just pictures of her. That was like, he's a photographer. It was really well shot.
Oh, photographer.
Okay.
And then the plot twist, he was
Mhm.
actually DMing other girls on the side, and he was essentially cheating on her.
On the
So
same
she was-
account?
So she no, on a different one, but because
Okay.
essentially his girlfriend was like a nurse, so their like timetables were completely opposite and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
But so it turned out he was cheating on her, and he even like did a whole like apology video and stuff. I can't remember his name, but
Oh my gosh.
Expose him.
he was exposed so bad, and
Wow.
obviously he ended up deleting all of his like socials. That was essentially just pictures of his
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend now. And then she made her own account, and then she got a massive like influx of followers who were supportive and stuff, because he literally got clout because of his girlfriend, because he posted pictures of her because she was pretty. I don't know.
Just trying to wrap my head around that. Like, you're putting so much effort into presenting yourself, your partner, and it's like he's created and manufactured this image of him being like a loving boyfriend and showing off his girlfriend, and then on the side he's sliding into people's DMs,
Sending
asking them what's
certain
up.
pictures of his. Yeah.
Even worse.
I know.
Explicit.
Yeah,
It's
dating and
awful.
social media. Oof. I mean, maybe that's the thing as well. Like, I mean, I don't know how it is for you guys, like meeting people through social media as well versus dating apps.
Dating apps. Oh, dating apps versus things like Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, I think dating apps are a lot more, obviously, because the intention is to go on a date with that person. But if you meet someone on Instagram and say the first few messages are quite friendly and you see like a friendship growing there, then that's what it is at the moment until it becomes something else. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna start dating that person if they like message you directly on Instagram. I feel anyway. It all depends on how they, I guess, message you in the first place.
Yeah, like the delivery and their intention.
Exactly. Simon, you
What?
want to say something?
No, I mean, because like you said, it's like, because with social media, it's very versatile in terms of why people use it, whatnot.
Okay.
Whereas when you're on an actual like dating app, like platform, yeah, obviously, you know, people want to meet with that intent of, hey, like they want something, like, hopefully a relationship, not just a hookup. I don't know.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Have you guys downloaded any apps?
Dating apps?
Dating apps.
You can't.
So last year around Valentine's, I was a bit lonely, so I downloaded Tinder and Tantan, and it just made my confidence boost a little bit because I was getting so many matches.
The question: what's Tantan?
It's like an Asian dating app.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Look into that.
also had it, but it confused me so much.
Yeah. And there are a lot of like international users on there, which it makes it confusing. But I don't know. I don't really like it. It's not my kind of app. Don't know.
But then that's like technology now, though. It makes it easier to meet people.
I think it makes it too easy to reach people. So I read somewhere, it was kind of like the problem of dating and millennial dating and the problem of dating in our generation. And it was like, because communication is so easily available, whether it's social media or you pick up a phone and you call someone, it kind of means that if someone isn't giving you instant attention, you can just go to someone else who will give you the attention in, less time straight away. So it's kind of like, the sea has broadened from like your tiny fish pond to like a whole lake, and it's like, oh well, I'm not just gonna go for this fish, I'm gonna go for another fish, and there's so many fishes, so you just, and then you kind of maybe don't go for a fish. I don't know what this analogy is.
Yeah,
but it's like
there's so much more competition as well.
Yeah, there's so, I don't know. Yeah, can I give a second?
But you can always keep your ponds like small, because on, like, for example, on some dating apps, you can limit the distance between you and that person. So you can do it from like a range of 0 to 5 miles or something, which I wouldn't recommend, because then okay. So basically, long story short, I ended up going on a date with 3 guys who were best friends, who studied together, who basically kind of lived together and worked together. And they lived within like 15 minutes of me, because I was like, I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to go over like 10 miles. I'm not going to meet someone. I'm not going to travel 10 miles to meet someone. So that happened. And social media, in fact, this is still on the tangent, saved my life. Because when I added them on social media, I was like, oh my God, they're all friends. They all follow each other and they're all in each other's photos. And I ended up going on a date with all 3 of them, and I met them at once. And it was fun. It was actually one of the best dates.
At the same time?
Oh.
Well, I met one first, and then the second one came along, surprisingly. And then we were like, oh, let's go surprise the other one. And we went to his workplace, went to his pub, and he like gave us some drinks, or we bought drinks.
So you got some drinks out of it?
We made friends.
It turned out quite well for you.
Yeah, we became friends, and we still follow each other on Instagram.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like, social media saved my life on that day. But yeah, you can keep your pond small, but maybe not. Maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Wow, what a story.
That's the importance of social media. Definitely doing your background research of.
See, if Sunny was on the podcast, she would have found out those 3 guys in an instant. She would have done a Sunny. Before. Yeah, exactly.
Should I tell you about the story where this guy slid in mine and 2 of my housemates' DMs around the same time?
What
a noob. What a noob. You gotta check if they know each other.
That was me.
That was you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so and then I think one of us called him out on it, like, oh, is this what you're saying to so-and-so, like my housemate? And then he was just like, oh, ha ha ha. And then like
you got ha 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 that.
No, I don't know. And then communication stopped. And then 6 months later, I posted on my story a photo of the 3 of us. Mm-hmm. And then he responded to it saying, you look cute. And I replied, which one? You talk to all 3 of us.
Ooh.
Oh, talk to, kind of just slid in, and he made himself announced.
All right. The only difference between me and that gentleman was I caught myself out. I was like, I messaged all 3 of them privately, and I was like, oh my God, basically, I know I'm speaking to your friend and this friend and this friend. Oh, wow. And this is so embarrassing. I'm really, really sorry. You guys probably think I'm like a slut, or like like I'm not saying the same things to everyone. Like, we all had very, very individual conversations, which was great. But then they were so cool about it. They actually sent me a photo like 20 minutes after I messaged all of them. And it was 3 of them in the pub, and they all realized that they were talking to me at the same time. And they sent like a photo of them like smiling and laughing. And they're like, no, it's completely cool. It's made my week. And then, but that is really good that you called him out, Phoebe.
Wow.
Well done.
You guys just summed up the difference between guys and girls in these situations.
It was very similar, but like different.
Yeah.
I mean, the odds of matching with 3 people who know each other. But then I guess that's the area though, right? When you set location and mile radius stuff.
I mean, it's common. It happens.
So I actually have a question. So how do you guys feel if your other half liked pictures of other girls? How would that make you feel?
What kind of, well,
like, let's say if it's like influencers and stuff like that.
Influencers are like semi-celebrities, so I feel like that's normal-ish.
Okay. So what if they have like
Yeah.
less than 2,000 followers
Yeah.
and 1,000 followers?
Yeah, but Instagram is for following and liking. Like, you're not just gonna scroll and not like. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it also depends kind of on the pictures as well. Like, if it's just a selfie, whatever, like PG, then it's fine. It depends if like something else
It's a
is
beach photo.
happening. And
It's a
yeah.
pool party photo.
Yeah, that's a sensitive topic actually, but I try to put myself in that perspective. So if like say for example I was dating someone and they liked a photo, which most girls would probably be like, why? I'd be like, would I like that photo if I was following that account?
Okay.
And I probably would. So then I guess it's okay. And I think it confuses us because we use this verb like when it could be used in another way. So for example, a like is also a way of supporting or appreciating something. So yeah, maybe. I think it all depends on the photo.
Yeah.
You know?
What if it was a photo of someone doing the Facade trend?
Oof.
I wouldn't be going out with that person.
It's an instant block from Geo.
No.
Ooh.
For anyone who doesn't know what the fox eye trend is, if you're watching this on YouTube, I can demonstrate, but it's basically a pose that kind of stemmed from, I think, the Jenners and their migraine pose. And it was when they started pulling the eyebrow back. And then for some reason, everyone's hand got heavier and it went down their face and they started pulling their eye back, which is obviously quite a sensitive gesture to do because it's something that was used a lot to kind of tease Asian eyes, and it just kind of progressed a lot in social media, and you saw it happen. I saw a few of my friends do the fox eye trend. I unfollowed, don't worry. And they were like, yeah, so I don't think I'd be dating anyone who liked or who followed people who did that fox eye trend and didn't understand why it was wrong.
Okay, well, I didn't know the history of that.
So
yeah.
I'm intrigued to know why you unfollowed them. Did you give them a chance to find out that it was offensive or maybe explained it to them that you were offended by it?
I remember posting like quite a heavy post on my story, and those same accounts did see. I'm not sure if they read, but for me it was something that at the time really bugged me, and I didn't like seeing people use that gesture just casually and not understanding the context behind it as well. Especially when during that time there were loads of conversations about that gesture, and it felt like, you know, in between things, you would have seen at least a post or two about why that was wrong and a bit of context to why it was wrong. And I just felt like, you know what, I'm not going to even bother. I'm just going to unfollow it and get it out of my eyesight and see like how I can educate other people, I guess. But at the time, it's just something I had to do. It was just like, no, that's not okay. But yeah.
Were they Asian?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. Like, I remember when it started, like people got cancelled for it, like started getting cancelled for it, and then I saw people I knew doing it. So I thought, I was like, shouldn't you know by now that you shouldn't be doing that gesture?
Yeah, that's how I felt.
And the thing is, it's not like just a light tug or whatever. It's like they're
You
fully
really have to
like pulling back the eyes, and I was like, come on, like read the room kind of thing. I was like, why are you still posting that when you know it's a sensitive topic? So
Were they Asian?
no. But I'm fine that Asian people don't really do it. It's mostly like non-Asian people that do it.
So someone posted in our Discord, well, no, it was not Discord. I think it was a group chat. I get the chats confused sometimes. It was like a Korean music video where someone did it.
Oh.
And again, it's kind of like when you're Asian and you're doing that, can't you read the room and be aware of what you're doing. Like, I can't remember who it was. If I do, I'll probably link it somewhere. Yeah, it's I mean, at the same time, I think this is where we can sort of highlight how great social media can be, because there was a lot of people raising awareness about this issue through social media. Like, I wouldn't have known about it if people weren't reposting, like making posts about it and talking about it. Because I think when I first started seeing it on TikTok, I believe.
Yeah, the fox eye makeup trend, and then they were doing the gesture to go along with it.
Yeah.
I think it's like, it's kind of like strange that body parts come and go in trends, if that makes sense. Or like body types, like, you know, it was all about skinny girls, and then it was about like thick girls. And so it's strange to me how thick full lips and more, you know, fox slanted like called out narrowed eyes are becoming popular. And I find, how do I explain this? I find deep worry when people hop onto a trend of features when it's only temporary. So these people who are doing the fox eye trend, they don't have our eye shape like all the time. They just do it for 2 seconds for a photo, and it's kind of like they're putting on yellow face for a photo shoot, or, you know, whatever. And that's why I'm offended. Yeah,
Absolutely. It kind of touches on like cultural appropriation a little bit. But yeah, I found that gesture really, really offensive. I'm glad that people are stopping it. And I mean, I appreciate this pose where like the palm is on the chin, or the chin is like leaning on the palm. I think that's really sweet. And it's like when you have to physically change the shape of your face, it's kind of like, is that even you? Yeah, it's like wearing a filter, basically. You might as well just be putting a filter on. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think what's crazy about this is that it really, well, from what I've seen, it really was Bella Hadid who was popularizing this look, because, you know, she had the lifted eyes, which was probably from a brow lift, speculating, because she doesn't admit to having surgery, but and it's similar to how Kylie Jenner's, it's called the Kylie Jenner lip, but she's a white celebrity, and Black people have had thick lips for years, literally thousands of years. It's in the DNA. So the fact that this is being called the Bella Hadid eyes, when she probably went through cosmetic surgery in order to get that look, and she's the one who popularized it. That's what troubles me.
Can I ask, it's probably a personal question, but in terms of like being women and being on social media, what kind of like other challenges do you guys feel you face, like body image and stuff? I'm just curious, because I know like these trends are harmful too.
I think recently the overall atmosphere on social media in presenting yourself has been quite positive. Like there's been a lot of body positivity, and there's been a lot more acceptance. I mean, you'll definitely find times where you will be challenged to look a certain way, or there is a pressure to look presentable or to look this or that way on social media. But overall, I think people are becoming a lot more comfortable in their own skin on social media as well. But I think the pressure is still there to kind of meet some expectation of beauty, even if it's your own definition of it on your page. But yeah, the pressure is always there.
I think going back to what Christy said earlier about social media being a facade, you're always trying to present the best version of yourself. You're always trying to project the best image of yourself, the best selfies, the best posture to kind of accentuate your best features. So, and then, you know, there are some people who Photoshop and edit their photos. So it's all of that kind of, well, it would make one insecure when they look at other people and see, oh, these people, this is how they look, and I don't look like that, or kind of trying to aspire to be someone that you're not when those people might not necessarily be like that themselves, like all the time.
Yeah. I think like you just have to realize that social media is like putting out the best version of you, and not everyone is looking like that every single day, every single second. Like it's probably just for the photo. So you just have to not let it get to you. And as long as you present yourself in a way that you're comfortable with and proud of, then I think that's completely fine.
That actually reminds me, I read an article recently about how I think it's only in the UK, but the government want to pass like a law where I guess like celebrities and influencers have to now label their photos if it's been like heavily edited.
I just wonder how it's going to be monitored and how it's going to be enforced.
Very true. Very true.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. What about for you, Simon? Do men feel the expectation to be presented in some way or to meet some sort of expectation on social media?
Oof.
How do you feel about that, at least?
Yeah, we want to get a male's perspective because I feel like it can be brushed under the rug.
Oh, that's a very...
I'm sorry, I feel like I put you on the spot.
No. Because I think for myself, it's a case of, again, it's kind of like, what kind of content do you consume, right? And personally, I don't follow much or any of those kind of fitness accounts and stuff like that, where you see guys with like 6, 8, 10 packs or anything like that. And I guess for myself, it's like, it's been a journey in terms of learning to like love and accept who I am and how I am, and especially like my body and stuff like that. Like, I think that's something everyone is always constantly working on, right? Like their own sort of body image. But no, I think like recently I've become a lot more comfortable with that. But again, it's kind of, I don't follow those kind of accounts that then have to be made feeling insecure. But then at the same time, it's like when you do see some girls thirst over those kind of guys, it's like it does make me feel like, oh, maybe I should go to the gym. Maybe I should But obviously it's wanting to be healthy, but not for reasons that are for like, I don't know, like not for unhealthy.
Being healthy so that your body functions better, as opposed to being healthy so that you look better for the gram.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so important. Yeah. It's so important how your body feels more than how it looks. Like when I started working out, my body feels a lot stronger and happier and more active. And that is always what I strive to like achieve in a workout. Is like, do I feel more active? Yes. Do I feel stronger? Yes. And it's not like I don't look at myself in the mirror and like expect a 6-pack or like an ass or something, but that's just how it should be actually. And I think in those situations where you kind of low-key compare yourself to someone else, that's where you've kind of lost, because you shouldn't have to. Like, there's only one you, and that is good enough for everyone and anyone who meets you. So you should never have to compare yourself to anyone apart from maybe just yourself. But
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think as well, like, I guess like growing up like as a Asian man, it's kind of like it's falling back to when it comes to representation, right? When how and the way that Asian men have been portrayed in the media, and how I think when I was younger that did sort of affect my own self-image, but I think the past few years has been a lot better in terms of like shout out, don't know if you'll ever hear this, but like Simu Liu.
Simu Liu, hello.
Yes. Like with him, it's kind of like I guess he's an exception, because when I do see his pictures and when I see like him like flexing and stuff, I'm kind of like that's a good thing, like in terms of to challenge those kind of, I guess, negative stereotypes of a lot. Oh, Asian men aren't sexy or anything like that, right? But I guess there's also that, I don't know if it's like a term, but like I guess body sort of diversity is also important too. But then again, the double standards of, well, you don't just want people like him to just be like sexualized as well and stuff like that. Like, but
yeah, that's true.
I think there's a lot to unpack in that topic.
No, 100%. We can talk about it another time. Definitely.
I once got told by a friend of mine that comparison is the thief of happiness. And it really hit true to home, because I was realizing that I was comparing myself to all of these people that I knew, or people that I didn't know. And you should, like Gio said, you should be happy with yourself, and the only person that you should be trying to impress is yourself. And if you're happy in your own body, then that is so great, and you go thrive, because if your body is doing its bit, like it's doing its job, it's working, then that's great.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And I think that also like links to, again, when comparison falls into like social media, right? When you see, oh, this person has so many more followers than me, and like it can really get you down, especially when you feel like you're putting out content. Not that I'm saying content that you feel is better, but just when you feel like you're not getting as much, I guess, like acknowledgement. But again, it's kind of like, as you said, comparison is the thief of happiness, and it doesn't help when you're so focused on what other people are doing that you aren't looking at what's in front of you, in terms of what you're focused on or what you should be focused on. So it's, I feel like that's the thing with social media. It's finding. So it's always about balance. I feel like that's when it comes to life. It's always about balance.
So guys, we've spoken a lot about social media, and I think we've covered a lot of topics. I hope our listeners enjoyed what we had to talk about, even though we went on some tangents there.
And if you want to follow us on social media, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at bamnbeyond.
And if you guys would like to support us further, you guys can buy us a bubble tea at coffee.com/bamnbeyond. This goes towards covering our expenses, because Gio's staring at me right now. And
The financial officer of Bam and Beyond.
Please buy us bubble tea. We need bubble tea to survive.
Yes, we do.
That is how we take our payments from now on. Buy us.
Exactly. Also, if you're looking for a hoodie for winter, we've got some hoodies, some Bam and Beyond merch. We've also got some lovely tote bags I'm kindly fashioning here in the background. Oh, is that a mug? They got Bam and Beyond mugs? Yeah, we do all of that. That's our merch. We do t-shirts. We do loads of stuff. So definitely check out our website. All the links are there. And you know what? Treat yourself to a hoodie this week.
Yeah, it's getting cold now, and I'm not
It is
even
getting chilly.
It is getting cold.
It's getting chilly.
If you want to cuddle up with someone during cuffing season with our Bam and Beyond hoodie, you know where to find it.
I thought you were going to auction Simon.
Wow. And on that note, please make sure you join our Discord because the conversation doesn't end here. Carries on there.
It continues there.
But there's no auctions happening there. Let's just make that clear. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will see you again real soon. Insert the outro music.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And we're done.
That's a clip.
That is a clip.
That is a clip.